Hey guys, welcome to Tyson's Fitness Tips Podcast. If you want to lose weight, increase your energy, improve your health and fitness, and look your best, then you have come to the right place. My name is Tyson Brown. I'm a personal trainer, and my job is to help you transform your body by sharing with you the most up-to-date information on health and fitness. I'm going to distill it all down for you into bite-sized actionable steps that you can take immediately to see results quickly. Now, every Tuesday and Thursday, you can expect a brand new episode, which will be a mixture of interviews with top experts from around the world in the fitness space, and as well as solo episodes from myself, sharing with you exactly what action steps you need to take to transform your health, your body, and your life. And that means you are going to get information from all different areas in regards to mindset, nutrition, fitness, things you wouldn't even think that are associated with your health and fitness, but are going to blow your mind. So let's get into the episode. Hey, before we get into the episode, I just want to let you know my brand new book, Ditch the Diet, has just come out and I'm giving away a couple of free copies. So if you want to go into the draw to win a free copy, all you have to do is share this podcast on your Instagram. All you have to do is click the share button, go to Instagram, put it in your stories, and then tag at Tyson the Trainer, and you'll go in the running. All winners will get the free copy of my book sent straight to your door, and I'm telling you, this book will be a game changer. So that's, once again, all you have to do is make sure that you take a screenshot, you share this, and you tag me on Instagram, and you will go into the running. All right, let's get into the episode. I am loving this daily accountability talking to you. It's funny, so today, obviously, I've got a different pair of headphones and I've got Bluetooth headphones because I thought this would be a little bit more of a cool option to be able to do. For those of you on IGTV, turn your head this way so you can see me talking. Now, today's topic is about meal prepping and a simple thing you can do to completely change the way you think about meal prep, all right? So, you're always looking for a new recipe. Every time you want to start trying to lose fat, you're always trying to look for this cool recipe you can find, or that's what makes you feel overwhelmed. I know because I've been there. You spend hours online, quick high protein recipes or quick healthy lunch options, whatever it is, and then you're constantly trying to change this up all the time. And you know what happens? It gets fucking overwhelming. It gets extremely hard to do, and then you end up giving up. How do I know? Because the exact same thing has happened to me in the past. You keep trying to search, you think you find this great, oh wow, a chicken, like a chili chicken lime recipe, that looks fucking delicious. And then you look at how long it's gonna take and how long the ingredients, and you might do it once or you might do it twice, but if it takes a long time to do, then you're just less likely to stick to it in the meantime. Because the more effort you have to put in, the more stuff you have to do, you're like, fuck man, I don't wanna do this. Like, this is gonna take time and effort. And I know how you feel because that used to be me all the time. I used to try, and that's what actually stopped me from doing meal prep. Like, I used to try and look up for new recipes all the time. I used to want to try and change things. And because I tried to do that so often and it became so much of a hassle, I didn't want to do it anymore. So what should you do instead? Like, how can you change that mentality? Still make sure you're eating healthy, make sure you're sticking to meal prep, but not like, do you have to look for recipes all the time? And the answer is no. You're a creature of habit. We're all creatures of habits. And you probably eat the same stuff all the time. And that's fine. Like, you probably go, I don't want to eat, I don't want to eat chicken and broccoli or whatever it is and sweet potato. But then look at what you're eating at the moment. Like, what does your typical breakfast look like? Or what does your typical takeaway food look like? It's probably the exact same meal from the exact same place every single time you order it. So knowing that, what you can do is you go, okay, I'm gonna make some healthy choices that I can constantly eat on a daily basis. Now the reason for this, number one, it reduces willpower and decision fatigue. And when you can reduce willpower and decision fatigue, it takes less effort for you to put in to actually make the food, takes less effort for you to think about, and when it takes less effort, you're more likely to do it. So an example, my breakfast every single morning is a smoothie. It's 100 grams of blueberries, a scoop of greens powder, a scoop of protein powder, 250 mils of a certain milk that I use. It's called Complete Dairy. It's a high protein milk. And what else do I have? And some maca powder. That's all it is. It's 450 calories, and that's what I have every single morning. You know why? It tastes great. It's easy to make. I don't think about anything else. I know that's gonna be 400 calories every single morning for my morning smoothie. It's easy to drink. When you get in that mentality, if you're just gonna have something quick and fast and you know exactly how many calories you are, you don't have to think about trying to change your macros up all the time. Now, if I get bored of this, guess what I change it to? I don't change anything except for the flavor. So at the moment, I'm having a chocolate protein powder in the morning. I might change to a vanilla, or I might change to a red velvet, or whatever it's gonna be. And that way, that's the only thing I need to change. I don't need to change anything else. And it changes the flavor. Like, you know, you change one flavor and it completely changes your meal. And when you can keep it that simple and you can change a flavor of that meal, you're able to stick to it much longer when you get bored of it, and so you don't lose that, like, you know, you're not constantly trying to search for new things and losing motivation. So find something you can have every single morning, like, it doesn't have to be the exact same every morning. You could alternate. You could do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday is a certain meal, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are certain meals. But keep it as minimal as possible. The minimal change you can do, the more likely you are to stick to it. So, you know, something changes the flavor as simple as a protein powder is an easy way to go for breakfast every morning. If it's lunch, let's say for lunch, you're having a sweet potato with chicken and a whole lot of veggies. Here's a simple way to change the flavor of the meal without actually changing it at all. And it's herbs and spices, or it's sauce. So let's say you've been having chili sauce on your food for the last couple of days. How can you change it up? Change mustard, add basil, add thyme, add something else, add a spice, add a flavor, add a seasoning, but don't change the meal. Like, you can completely transform the taste without actually having to change the ingredients at all. You just change the flavor by changing the spices, by changing the herbs, by changing the sauce. And it takes less effort, it takes less willpower, it's so easy to do, and you can keep on going with your day. Like, you know, you can keep on track, you can stay on track without having constantly trying to think, oh my God, now I've got to find new recipes to try. Because yes, these recipes look good, they look delicious, they look like you want to do it. But how often have you bought a cookbook, or how often have you been researching on the internet for new food recipes, and you get this great idea in your head, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna cook this and prepare this. You might do it once, but you don't do it again. Or you just simply don't do it at all. I mean, for me, the amount of cookbooks I have got that haven't even been touched is ridiculous. The amount of times I've spent, the amount of hours I've spent on the internet looking at high protein meals and stuff like that. It's like, fuck man, like, wasted time. And then half the time I didn't even go and do it. I'm like, this is just too hard. So get out of that mentality. You don't need all these crazy new recipes. You don't need, like, you know, you don't need to completely change everything all the time. You make simple changes, and you stick to the same stuff on a regular basis, and it's much more easy to stick to, okay? So find those foods you like to eat that are satiable, like, you know, that make you feel full, that you can eat over and over again, that you enjoy, and then just look up how you can change it just small. So for me, like I said, it's the flavor of the protein powder. And here's another thing. If you really want to change the dish, change one thing at a time. So if you're sick of having chicken, change to fish or change to red meat. If you're sick of having a blueberry smoothie, have a strawberry smoothie, have a banana smoothie. Make small changes, because what that's gonna do is, if you can just change one thing at a time, it's also not gonna change the calories and the macros of the meal a lot. Like, changing from chicken to fish isn't a big thing. But then changing chicken to fish, and then changing, let's say, carbohydrate source and your fat source, then you've got to completely rethink the whole macronutrients and the whole calories again. It just gets to a pain in the ass. So you don't want to be wasting your time doing that. You want to make this as simple as possible and as easy, because the easier and as simple you make it, like I keep saying, the easier it is to stick to. don't try and overcomplicate this shit. Don't try and get people tricking you into you gotta do this, you gotta do that, because it's just really a big mental mindfuck for you. And it gets hard, and that's why the people talk about weight loss being hard, because you're always looking for the next best thing or the craziest thing or the best recipe. It's just like, dude, pick the fundamentals, find the things that work for you and stick to them and eat them on a daily basis. And I promise you, it's going to make it so much easier to be able to stick to in the long run. It's gonna make dieting easier, it's gonna make thinking less, and like when you save the willpower, when you save that mental stress, you can go and you can have the willpower to say no to the foods that you know you shouldn't have. You can use that extra time you would be trying to meal prep and do all that stuff, and actually just go out and have fun with your friends and family and stop obsessing. And you can just go and do other fun things without having to constantly obsess about meal prep every Sunday, trying to think about new recipes and stuff, because it's a big investment if you start thinking about how much time you're going to be spending doing that. So I thought that would be a really good topic for you to focus on. Find some foods, like there are going to be some key foods that you enjoy. At first, it will take a little bit of mental effort to find what you do enjoy, what you don't enjoy, what you could eat on a daily basis. And so if you need help doing this, I've got the perfect thing for you. I've got 20 high protein recipes for any time of the day that take under 10 minutes to make. You've got 20 different options. That means you could have 1, 2, 3 a day, and then 1, 2, 3 for the next day, and then find which ones you enjoy, and then stick to them over and over and over again. And I guarantee you, that's gonna be the easiest thing for you to do. Like I said, I don't wanna spend time in the kitchen. I don't wanna spend a lot of time meal prepping, so this meal's easy, high in protein, very filling, and I suggest you check it out by going to tysonbrown.com.au/recipes, tysonbrown.com.au/recipes, or click on the link below. Speak to you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for listening to the episode. I really appreciate it. Now before you go, can you please do me one favor and go to the iTunes review and leave me a 5-star rating? That way it's going to help me reach more people with their health and fitness. And if you do that, whoever leaves a 5-star rating, I'll give you a free copy of my digital book. So all you have to do is just go get a 5-star, screenshot it, send it to me via Instagram at Tyson the Trainer, and you'll get a free copy of my digital book. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you next time.